And what better way to take in the holidays than some snow, which we did not have today, luckily. It was a great day, actually, to get outside.
It was, and I think that there's going to be some dry time built into tomorrow, so folks may be able to enjoy, but I'm going to beat the bullet and jump right to tomorrow's forecast because I think it's actually pretty interesting. Look at this meteogram with me because we start tomorrow morning with some patchy visibility. Some of you will have a few showers overnight, but it's going to be mainly south and east. And then temperatures are back near 50 degrees. And then we've got more rain chances during the second half of the day. And you can't even rule a rumble of thunder out as we go through the second half of the day as another system passes. I think that's going to be few and far between, but a very interesting start to December nonetheless. But how do we get there? Well, today, again, Neil was hinting at the fact that it wasn't a bad day to get outside, stretch the legs, put up the holiday lights if you wanted to. We still have a clean radar sweep. Now, a lot of you closer to the immediate lakeshore may be saying, Peyton, what do you mean? I've felt the mist and drizzle almost all day long. Well, that's all thanks to patchy visibility. So you've got a low cloud deck, at least closer to the immediate lakeshore. From Cuyahoga County Airport, your visibility is less than a mile right now. In fact, it's below half of a mile. And Elyria, you're down to about 3 miles of visibility. Everyone else further south, you're just fine. But that's how the immediate lakeshore has handled today, basically from start to finish. I actually put a time lapse up on my Twitter if you're very interested to see how it evolved downtown Cleveland. But temperatures right now are in the mid to upper 40s, and that's typical for this time of the year when it comes to average high temperatures. We overachieved today and we were in the low 50s. We're going to do the same thing again tomorrow. Again, visibility is an issue the closer you get to the Cleveland metro area, but it's not impacting everyone. Just to reiterate, drive safe tonight if you can. Temperatures are going to just coast for the next several hours in the mid 40s. The cloud cover doesn't budge, and in fact, our rain chances start to go up just after the midnight hour. Again, for some of you more than others. So why is it all happening? Well, it's because of a very stubborn setup we have going on right now. I have an area of low pressure that's actually positioned over the Buckeye State in northeast Ohio at the moment. That's why we are all taking on a northerly wind right now because it's starting to drift further to the south. This lobe of moisture here is actually what is going to slide further to the north and kind of slice part of our viewing area as we go through the overnight. And then tomorrow we've got something else that is actually going to move from the central plains states. So we've got we've got rain at times. I think through most of the morning, that will be the driest window because then this system wants to move in as we go through the second half of the day. That is in and out of here very quickly, but we take on a northerly breeze again through the day on Monday, and that's going to persist some lingering rain and snow showers across the area. No accumulations are expected, and that's going to be mainly closer to the lake and then obviously east of the Cleveland metro area too. We've got a system that passed just south of us, so doesn't have any impacts for the day on Tuesday until this bad boy arrives. This clipper system is going to literally just clip us in and out of here very quickly, but that system itself is going to bring in not only some cooler air attached to it because its origins are back in Alberta, Canada, so it's called an Alberta clipper if you really want to get fancy with things, but it's going to bring colder air. So the chance of mixed in precipitation of some snowfall is more likely with that system than what we get through the day on Monday. National Zymark closer view forecast. This is tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. If you're an early riser, especially through the Akron-Canton area and points further south, you're the ones who get the first taste of wet weather. And this will be pretty consistent, light to moderate rainfall expected there. But here's 8 a.m. If you have church service plans tomorrow morning, mid 40s, mainly dry. Again, it's just going to feel very damp and raw as we go through your Sunday. A peak of sunshine can't be rolled out through the middle of the day. Again, we're dry, but that's just for a brief moment because as we go through the afternoon, here are those showers scattered in variety. So again, not everyone is going to have them across the area, but just something to remember. And I think that's where that chance of thunder really can come from. And temperatures again are close to 50 degrees as we go closer to Monday morning and all of your drives as you head on out the door. If you're closer to the lake, it will be cooler, and that's where a little mixed precipitation could come into play. Union Home Mortgage extended forecast, 51 tomorrow, 42 by Monday, and we are back in the 30s for Tuesday and Wednesday, but we recover very nicely. And if you're planning to watch the Browns game tomorrow, their forecast looks a little different. They're about 70 and sunny out in sunny Los Angeles, California.
That would be quite nice. I was down in Medina last night, and HGTV named Medina one of the best small towns to visit for the Christmas season. But if they had snow, it would be off the charts movie. I mean, you'd be in a movie.
An experience.
So,
well, folks, there you go.
Hopefully that comes sooner rather than later.